Hey everyone, welcome back to Inkmattic, back here with another video. Today we're going to be talking about a dividend tracking app called Stocks Live by Cinnamon Mobile. In this video we're just going to go through some of the features that it offers, the information that it provides, and the overall layout and the user experience, my overall thoughts on the app, and is it one of the best dividend tracking apps available on the App Store? So yeah, let's find out. Before we get started, full disclosure, I did reach out to the developer and they did provide me with a pro key to test out all the features that they have to offer. Like I said, this review is unbiased and it's just my personal opinion and my take on this app. So it could be positive, it could be negative. We'll find out later in this video. So yeah, let's get started. This app is fully featured, it has a ton of features. We won't be able to cover all of them in in-depth detail, but we'll just touch on a few of them really quickly. So first of all, you've got the markets, and it basically tells you what the market status is, if it's closed, if it's open, or whatever. I think a good thing about this that they could implement is using system language for this stuff, because a lot of this is in foreign language and I don't really know what it says. So it would be good if they did have this in the phone's language that it uses, so the system language. They also do have a calendar view. This is basically for ex-dividends or earnings. So if we just dive into the earnings, so I've selected United States at the top, and then let's see Monday the 27th, and then you've got all of these. You can have it in a heat map. You can even do it in news for that stock, or you can even just go straight onto the numbers, to be honest. And you've got all that stuff right here. It's all in one place. You can even customize it. Well, there's not really much to add on that, but yeah, you've even got the ex-dividend, so it'd be good to, if you were keen to know what stocks have got dividends coming up, you've got that information right there. Moving on to cryptocurrency, you've got that kind of stuff. We're not really going to dive into that because it's not really interesting to me. Currencies, you've even got the currency stuff here. You can just have a look and see how the current currency is performing if you're interested in that kind of stuff. You've also got additional screeners and stuff like that. So what you can do is you can click, if you go to the add button, you can add screen scanners, and then you've got all the scanners that you want, and then you can just have a look. Unfortunately, I don't believe they have a UK one at the moment, or at least I can't find it in this little slideshow thing. So for example, if we look at the user stocks that have gone up in the last 3 days for the US one, and then you've got all the list of stocks that have gone up in the last 3 days, which is there. So if you wanted to quickly just filter through and just have a look at certain stocks for certain that meet a certain criteria. So let's go slide over to the US, and let's say you wanted to have a look at today's losers, today's gainers, top ETFs, etc. You've got all these scanners here that you can essentially just filter and have that view that you want. So I think that's kind of cool, especially for finding a stock that you want. So you've got that there. You've also got a bunch of stuff from tip ranks, educational stuff, etc. You even got wish lists, so you can create your own wish list and stuff like that. What we're really going to talk about is portfolio features. So with portfolio features, you've got you can have multiple portfolio features, but that depends on like what add-on you buy. They do have 3 versions. They've got like the free version, the plus, and the pro. So I believe, from my understanding, is that you can just download the free one and then pay for the pro one, and it's the same as the pro app. So with that said, so what I've done is basically added in all my listings here. So what you can do is just go add what you want, find the stock here, and then just fill in all the details. One thing to notice is that the buy price, so if you are adding a UK stock, you need to put that in pennies. So for example, let's say Virgin UK is like 98p, you just put 98, and it does the calculation for you, which is nice. So you just kind of stick to whatever the exchange gives you. which is nice. If you want to add, you can even manage positions, and if you wanted to track like each trade that you do, you can click add position, reduce position. So you've got that feature there. But in terms of the overall, you can even see what your pie is made up of. At the moment, I've only included my dividend stocks, so that's all I really care about at the moment. But I will probably add the rest of my portfolio on here. And if you tap on the bottom right side with the numbers, what you get is you've got like certificates, so you can just see just a quick breakdown of what your stocks are. Profit and loss, I think this is really good. I've seen this in the Stake app, where it gives you the day's profit and loss and the total profit and loss, and this is a feature that I would really like to see on trading apps like Trading 212 and Freetrade. It's in the app, and I think it's pretty cool that they do include it. What's nice about this is it converts your foreign international stocks into your portfolio currency, which is nice. And it does display the currency in the top left hand corner. Moving on, you've also got news around your stocks that are in your portfolio, which I think is a nice feature and a nice touch to have. Then you've also got tweets. So you've got essentially just quick some analysis on the health of your stocks through tweets and stuff like that. Numbers, just useful numbers of your stocks. So if you tap on one of these, it'll take you into a little bit more detail with the stock. So for example, if I pick let's pick BA Boeing, and then it's got all this numbers, and the BA Smart Score, I believe that's from Tip Ranks, it's given it a 1. It's underperforming. I think that's just due to the pandemic and the 737 MAX. So yeah, it is a fully featured app. It has a ton of features. We won't be, like I said, we're not going to be diving into all of them, so we're just going to be touching on a few of them. Charts as well. So you've got charts, and if you want to see like performance over a certain period, you've got that. And then you've got heat maps. So for you guys that like heat maps and stuff like that, it's there. Earnings. So here you've got your earnings for your for the stocks that are in your portfolio. So it's in in one simple place, which is cool. So moving on to the main feature that we're all here for is the dividend feature. So this is actually a really good implementation of this. I've struggled to find something that is remotely even accurate or remotely even similar to this. Although at the same time, it's not perfect. Again, I would love to know if you guys have found something that is more accurate and which is more on point, especially with the UK, US, and some of the European stocks. That being said, overall, I think this is actually a really good implementation. You've got two versions. So you've got the prediction, which is based on historical data. So you look at the past 12 months and then calculate the dividends for that and what you're expecting to get. And then you can even have that broken down by month or even by company, which is really cool. The second option is Morningstar, which is a reputable financial site, which they also get data from there. So the problem with Morningstar is it only shows you stocks that have announced their dividends, so you won't get the full picture. But it's nice to have, so you have a more accurate picture of what stocks are going to be paying you dividend for that month, which I think is really cool, and it's good to have those two options. At the moment, it's only showing me that for July I'm only getting 47 cents, and for August I'm expecting about £2.50 from AT&T, American Express, and Realty Income. So it has broken that down. But if you're interested into seeing it by company, so it's broken down in company here. So you've got Realty Income, which is going to be paying the largest. That has actually been declared at the moment. But if we go to historical data, and this is, I think this is a nice view, and it kind of gives you an idea of what to expect in your portfolio. So I believe last time I looked at this, it was Energy Transfer was the largest, followed by New River REIT. So yeah, so Energy Transfer is the largest at £85 a year, followed by New River REIT, which is 72, PSN, which is Persimmon at £30. So this is just an idea of basically based on historical data. So I've contacted the developer a few times just to explain how to ask how a few things work. But overall, it is pretty simple app, pretty easy to use. Also, the developer is actually open to some suggestions. If you've got ideas to improve the app, he is open to potentially implementing them. He might even implement it, which is kind of cool, and that would be really nice. You've also got the 52-week information here for your stocks in your portfolio. Moving on to resources. Also, you've got a couple of other additional resources. So you've got, so this is where you would see your purchases and stuff like that. So the basic offers all of this stuff. I'm not going to go through it because it is quite a long list. But yeah, you can pause the video and have a look, or download the app and have a look for yourself. Then you've got the plus features, which unlocks those ones. Premium unlocks this stuff, and the Pro unlocks this stuff. So what I want to mention is the pricing isn't too bad. What I like about it, to be honest, is it's a one-time payment. So it's, you know, the developers, it's not a subscription model, so it's just a one-time payment, which is nice, which I think is really good, especially when like a lot of companies are moving to, you know, software as a service and adding a subscription model. I'm particularly not a fan of it, but I don't mind a one-time purchase. The features that I've got, which is the Pro and all of the above, is $99, which I did get for free. But looking at some of the features, I do think some of them are actually really useful. I do like the scanners. I think will be really useful going forward. Also, the dividend predictor, although it's not 100% entirely accurate, because it doesn't account for some of those cancelled dividends, but overall I think it's pretty good, and it gives me a rough idea, like when things go back to normal, I'll be expecting around this amount, which is nice to see. So I'm glad that it has grown quite a bit. So looking at the first year of investing, I hit £96, but based on what this is saying, that I should be expecting about 350, 360, which is really good, and I'm really happy about that. Like, it's grown considerably over time, so really happy with that. Yeah, I think it's a really good feature. It really depends, like, if it's worth it for you. So with that said, you've also got IPO stuff here. So you've got, if you wanted to have a look at recent IPOs, upcoming IPOs, filings and withdrawals, you've got all that information here. So it's nice to have an app with kind of has like everything you need. I think I haven't really stumbled across anything that I haven't seen. You've even got the toggle between light and dark here, so it does have that option as well. Tips and tricks, you've got a couple of tips and tricks and resources, and I believe there was an education center here as well, so if you wanted to dive into some additional resources, you've got that stuff there. News outlets as well. So I think overall it is a really well-rounded app. It has a ton of features, and a lot of features that you may not need, but it's nice to have all in one place. So I think overall I really like it. Let me know what you guys think. Have you tried this app before? What's your experiences in it? And if you haven't tried it out, download the free version and have a look and let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.